Hello everyone, it's Winona. I haven't done a video for quite a while. I've been busy with my mom. We've been gardening and just working hard but having fun, enjoying every minute that I get to spend with my mom. Anyway, today I'm going to do a flip through of my completed Christmas journal, Pink Christmas, but before I begin, I just want to do a bit of gratitude. And today I'm reading from Helen Keller, and she says, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." That's awesome. And then the question is, have I expressed how helpful the people in my life are to me? And that's important. You know, sometimes you never know where they're at. You never know when just thanking them for even the littlest thing just makes their day. And I try to do that, especially with my family. You know, just acknowledging that I really appreciate what they do. And I guess it's like Gail says, it's a little bit of kindness can go a long way. So anyway, that's it for my preaching. Anyway, I'm pretty proud of this journal. It took me a long time, but everything takes me a long time, so I'm not gonna fret over that too much. It all started with this. G. Kerr did a tutorial before Christmas on using the brown packing paper, like you get in your packages, like from Amazon and that. And you crinkled it up and you gessoed it and you added distress. I think I used distress oxides, and a friend came over and we did them together. It was a blast. And then I brushed Mod Podge on over top of it, but I had added glitter to my Mod Podge so that the glitter's kind of embedded and it doesn't come off on your hands. And then I added embossing powder around the edges. And you know, so many of these things, when you're done and you look at the cover, the only tiny bit peeks through, but it adds so much dimension to it. So I added glitter to my embossing powder and put that around the edges, and it sparkles a bit, but again, well, I guess a little bit came off. I put the book ends on, and just to keep the corners nice, and I added some lace around here. And there is a reason I added the lace, and it's because I want to be honest. I accidentally punched my hole too low down and I needed to cover it up. So the lace covers it up. You can't tell that there's a hole where it shouldn't be. And then the eyelets here. I've added lace to the spine to cover my stitching. And then on the front, I've got layers of lace. I've got pink, kind of a netting behind it. And then this I did on my embroidery machine. This design was from Embroidery Library. And I've just added some little ribbons and flowers. And then I've added an eyelet here, and I've attached it with a big lobster clasp. And I've made a dangle for this journal. And these dangles are available in my Etsy shop. I've got them in the pinks, the blues, the greens, and also in some fall colors. And this one says Secret Beauty on it. Each one has a little charm with words on, and if you don't like those, you can just take it off. You don't need to leave it on if you don't want to. But anyway, there's my charm. And then I've dyed some seam binding with Distress inks, the refills in the colors, and I've just used that as my closure. And it's hard to see which ones you pull to undo your bow because they're all so ruffled together, but it's not too hard to get into it. So these are secured with eyelets as well, so that they won't fall out or pull out again. They won't pull against the paper. The eyelet protects that. So once we dive in, I've used paper from Hello Susan and a Jewel Design. Those are my major papers in here. I've also used ephemera bits from My Porch Prints, Tsunami Rose. Some of my pages are from Caroline's Craft Tree and Color Me Page Maker. And I've got some padded fabric pieces from Padded Heart Company. And I will put these links to these shops in my description below. And I'll try to point them out in the journal. So anyway, this is just a beautiful paper pack. And and believe in the magic. I've made a little pocket here, and then there's a little pocket here as well. This is stamped with my stamp and dated. And then I've covered the inside with fabric that has a shimmer to it, and I don't know if the camera will pick that up. I've also Mod Podged the fabric, and there's little bits of glitter in here. So in this pocket, I made this, I did a video of making these the other day. Oops, I took it too far. What did I do here? Oh, that's the loop. That's the loop. It wasn't anything. So this is from the kit, and I've just added lace behind it. And you open it up, and there's a little charm on here. And then there's a little notepad with different colored paper from Color Me Page Maker. And then these are just some tags from a paper kit from Michaels. And then this is one from Tsunami Rose. And I've stamped on the back. I've also added this and the joy. So then we put this back in, and this back in, and then Tsunami Rose. And then you just take this and you wrap it a couple of times. If my fingers would work. And then it just slides in the back. This is from the Padded Heart Company, and it's just a little piece of fabric that's quilted and pinked on the edges with batting inside. This is from my Porch Prints, and I've made it into a little booklet, and with papers from Color Me Page Maker. And then I've got a little tuck here I've stenciled. This is a tag that I made out of paper that I marbled, and then I've just done some layering, and the back for journaling, and some of the seam binding is there, and that just tucks in there. And then on this side I've got another little pocket. This is from a Jewel Design, and these two are from Tsunami Rose, and I've glittered these up with Stickles and Wink Stella, I believe. And then I've stenciled on the back there as well. This is just a piece of paper. I'm not sure which kit this came from, but it's like an invoice, and it's just decorated with a little bit of Christmas decoration up there, some ivy, I think. And then you can journal on the back. This is an envelope, and inside the envelope, this is from my Porch Prints. I've put a few cards, and these are from, oh, I didn't write it down, Antique Papery. And I've stamped on the back of each of these. These are just on heavier copy paper. The book was pretty bulky, and I didn't want to add much more bulk, so some of the ephemera isn't on cardstock, and then that just tucks in there to be put away. And then these just go in here. And then that just goes right there. So then we've got this page, which I've added lace to, and then some trim on. And I think most of the lace is either from a shop in Canada, Fabricland, which is very expensive. I can't wait till the border opens and I can go to Hobby Lobby. Or it's from AliExpress, and this is from AliExpress. So this is from, I believe, a Jewel Design. And here's another beautiful page from Hello Susan. Then on this page, I've taken a piece of from a paper from a paper pack, I think by Stamperia, I'm not sure. And I've just folded it and stitched around it, and then you can open it, and this is all for journaling in here. I just love these little squirrels. And then behind it, I've got another tag that I made out of my marble paper, and I've just layered some ephemera on it, and a snowflake I cut out of glitter, and then the back's all free for journaling, and it just tucks in there. This is a little paper doily with snowflakes on from my stash. This is a piece of like construction paper that has been run through an embossing machine. This is construction paper from a pack I had, and it's discolored down the center, but it looks awesome. And this is all reinforced with washi tape. So here's a piece of paper that's been, I believe, avocado dyed and torn at the edge, and I've just done a little flip, and you can journal on there. And then I've put a couple of tags in there. This one I've put lines on the back. I just love this Dolly Dimple little paper doll. And then there's room to write there. Lots of room to write in this journal. Here's another page from the kit, and I've done a fabric ruffle with the fabric that's on the inside cover. Here's another double pocket, and just decorate it up. And there's a tag that I've stamped on the back. These are some snowflakes that are layered with a little bling added in. Here's a tag. This tag, oh, I can't remember where I got this paper, but I will look it up and it will be in the description box. It's just, I'm drawing a blank. There's a little decoration. I've embossed around the edges with glitter embossing powder, a little bit of trim piece, and then the back is again stamped with lines, and that just tucks back here. Here's an envelope that came with a card, and I've just kind of glued the top there and made it into a tuck, and I've tucked this heart in from the paper kit and this from the other paper kit that I'm using. Here's a bag that I've added, and I've just tucked a little Santa card in there, and some graph paper that you can write on. This is paper that I've marbled, and I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there's a shimmer. I've sprayed it with a shimmer spray, and it again is embossed around the edges. On this side is a Christmas card I got from my mom, and you open it up and everything is, I've left everything in there, but you can also journal on that. And then tucked inside here is another envelope. The envelope, I've just slightly gone around the edges with the silver sparkle embossing powder, and I don't know if the camera picks that up. I've added Joy to the side, and then I've just folded a piece of the paper from Color Me PageMaker and put that inside. I've also stenciled inside the envelope. This is out of a vintage book, Christmas. Here's some more paper from Color Me PageMaker with some lace attached to the edge. This paper is wonderful, and this is from Caroline's Craft Tree. This is her original. I bought some of her original papers, but she also sells the digitals of these, and I do have the digitals as well, but this is one of the original pieces. I've got another pocket here made out of an envelope, and there's a pocket in there with a tag. And I've also lined the inside of the envelope so you don't see the brown. And I've made it into a tuck spot, and in that spot I've done a little file folder. I've sewn around the edges, and I've also done the silver embossing powder sparkle, and I've just thrown a couple of tags in that I have put stickles on. And then this one here's from Antique Papery, and they just go into this pocket here. Then I've made this envelope. This is from piano paper, player piano paper, and I've glued it onto pink cardstock and embossed around the edges with the silver and Mod Podged with my glitter, and just added a few decorations. And you open this up, it's lined with fabric, and then there's just a little, it's like a postcard or an RSVP. It's an invitation. Here you can see the words from the piano paper, and I do sell this piano paper in my Etsy store. And then I've decorated the back as well with a little nativity scene and some fabric. There's just some paper that's been dyed. Another page with a ruffle on the side. This is an envelope flip. And then I've got a pocket here, and I've just put some little tags in and some journaling cards that I've stamped on the back. And this is another one that has paper printed on the back, and that just slides in here. And then behind it I have a big pocket, sorry, and I've got a big tag from the kit from A Jeweled Design, which I've lined with pink paper. And that just sits in here. It's a little bit snug, but it will loosen up as it comes in and out. Here's some coffee dyed paper. I believe this is still from Color Me PageMaker, but I could be wrong. It could be Triple V Vintage or Emily at the Vintage Polka Dot Shop. Here's another piece of construction paper. Another piece, another page from the kit, backed with a page from A Jeweled Design. Here's a belly band I made with the paper from Stamperia, and I've just added a journaling card. I've sewn that on, and I've also sewn some lace on the edges there. And I've tucked in a journaling card from the kit that I've put the embossing powder around, and on the back I've glued part of a snowflake there. And then you can journal, and that just tucks right in here. And this is more paper. This is more paper from the kit, and a page from a children's book. These two kits go so well together. It's hard to tell which paper belongs to which company. There's the center of the page, and I've added some charms at the bottom. I've added a little kind of a bell. This one has bells, and this one says Mary. And then the other set of charms is a Christmas tree with the little bell, and this one says Bright. Some more paper, and that's the children's book. This pink is just beautiful. This is a slotted pocket that I sell in my Etsy store. I do this on my silhouette machine. It's similar to the Tim Holtz one, but it is bigger than the Tim Holtz one. So I think I'll start from the bottom, and I'll restuff this after the video. I'll just take everything out for the video. I've got a little card with a little deer on from Tsunami Rose, which I've stamped on the back. This, I believe, is from Tracy Fox, Love Junk Journals. This is one of her T-card kits, and I've put the backing on it. It's a Christmas rose, and then I've sewn around it. This is another little Dolly Dimple card. And then in the next pocket, I have another card. This is from my Porch Prints, and I've printed on the back. There's another little thing. Some of these digitals of these cards could be from other companies because I just had them in my Christmas stash. Here's another tag made out of my marbled paper, and I've just cut out an angel and put peace at the top there, and there's the back. Here's Santa riding a bike and his reindeer following him, and it's backed with paper, dyed paper. Here's another Tsunami Rose card that I've put stickles on. This is another card from the kit that I've backed and stamped, and then I've stitched around the edges and embossed with the glitter. And then finally, here's a calendar from 1916. It's from my Porch Prints. And here's another image. I'm not sure where that one is from, but it's beautiful. And I've backed that with some paper from Color Me PageMaker and then stitched around the edges. And then they all fit in here. So this sits nicely on the page, and by the time you've got it stuffed, it fills the page. Like the top is open, and each of these slots is open here. And then I've just, before I glued it on, I stitched around the edges just to add a little bit extra. You could, my design that I've made prints out a little label for here, which you could add to if you choose to, but I just left it blank. Here's some more paper that's been colored, and some more paper from a Jewel Design, and this is from Hello Susan. Some more construction paper and other paper. There's another page from the kit. This is another envelope that I covered with the paper from Stamperia, and I've added a pocket here with the card, and this one's from My Porch Prints, and then behind it another card from My Porch Prints, and then you can see here where the little divot is. I have covered that inside with paper too, so you don't see the envelope, and then this just goes in here. Some of the ephemera is printed on cardstock, some of it is printed on copy paper, and I think I've mentioned that again. I've stitched around the edge of this as well. This is a little bingo card, which I was going to do something with, and I haven't decorated it, but I think whoever gets this can choose how they want to decorate it. And behind it, I have another tag from a Jewel Design. I've backed it with pink paper and stamped some lines on it. This is a little envelope from Antique Paperie, and I've got a little card in it from Tsunami Rose. I've also done the glitter around the edges of this and just decorated it up a bit. This is beautiful, this cardinal, and I've stitched around the edges and glittered the edges up with the embossing powder as well. And those just tuck in here, and the cardinal can stick out. This is the back of the paper from Caroline's Craftery, and you can see some of the pinks, and you can feel the texture in it. But this is the front, and it's just beautiful. And there is a little bit of shimmer to this as well. I don't think the camera will pick that up, but there is a bit. And then it looks wonderful with this blue from Color Me PageMaker. So lots of things in here, but also lots of places to journal. I journal, and I like to have lots of writing space. I actually don't like a lot of other things in my journals that I make for myself, but this is a card from my mom, and it's all glittered up, and I've just left it there, and then I've made it into a little tuck spot, and I've got 2 pieces of ephemera in there. This is the other little booklet that I made, a matchbook booklet. This is the back side of the paper that I marbled. I've decorated this up a bit. This is, you'll see later in the journal what I did with this. This is the leftovers with 3 little pieces of bling, and then you open it up, and then there's a charm at the end. It's a little boot, Santa's boot, and you open it up, and there's some colored paper to journal on. In the pocket, I've glued this to the back of the pocket, and then I've got a piece of ephemera from Tsunami Rose. I've just glittered up. This is a Jewel Design. I've added some stickles to it as well. And then this is from a paper pack from Michael's that I actually made the little pocket out of. And then you just close her up. And this is, I think, from My Porch Prints. It's so cute, the little kids dancing around the tree. And that just gets clipped in there. There's the graph paper. Here's the back of the bag. I did not cut it open. If you choose to, you can cut it open. This is just a little ruler from My Porch Prints. This again is the envelope that I've tucked a little postcard in, and a little Christmas tree to journal. And then again, like, you can journal all through here as well. You could open this up and make it a pocket, and there's still a lot you could do with this journal, but it is getting really full. Here's the other side of the envelope. Here's a little pocket that I made. This was a pocket from a Jewel Design, and I've added a tag to it. And this is another one of my marble papers. It's got a little girl on, and then this is a little, it says faith, and it's the definition of faith. And then I've just added a little bulb pin with some beads on it. to decorate it, and that just goes right into this pocket. And then the tag dangles out. And then there's 2 more pieces of ephemera that I've made, and I need to look up that kit, that paper. It's like an eco dyed, but it's pink, and that's backed with pink paper. And then this is embossed around the edges again, and it's stamped on the back. And then this page also has a ruffle on the side. And then the paper, here's another one of those flips, and I've put another little card in there. And I've done another envelope up from Antique Papery, which I've stitched and glittered the sides. And then inside, I have a couple of little tags or little cards. I've stamped on the back of that one, stickles, and there's a little Christmas tree on the back. A lot of attention to detail. It was a labor of love, but it was a labor. It took me quite a while to get everything done the way I wanted it. And it's nice to be able to use different papers from different people. It really brings it together. So this is construction paper again. Then this is the construction paper that's been embossed. This is a little bit fragile, but I think you could glue a piece of paper on here and actually write on it. I just left it because I like the texture it gives. This is that doily again. This is a piece of vellum that had been stenciled on. I got this from Chapter 1 Papers. I bought one of their kits, and they're awesome. They're an assortment of papers and things, but this was in there. And then I colored it up with alcohol inks, but I did it from the back, and they're a shimmer alcohol ink, so the other side of this is on here, and it's much more vibrant than this. This is still beautiful though. And then I've taken some silver, and I've just put silver here and there on it, just the dabber, Tim Holtz dabber, acrylic paint. And then this is a card I made with my marble paper and some images. And here I've got Jolly, the definition of Jolly. He looked so good with Santa. I've layered 2 of my tags together. In the back here I've got a part of a snowflake that I cut out of glitter paper, and then a little poinsettia, I believe that is. Then this is from a gift from Caroline's Craft Tree when I ordered papers. She always sends such wonderful gifts, and she does these beautiful ribbon dangles, and I actually have them hanging on my lamp here. But this one I decided I could part with it, and it's just clipped on here. It comes off. You could use it on other things if you choose. And then there's the back to journal. I just think it adds something hanging down there. Then and I hope I'm not too high up in this video. I never looked. Paper from the kit, and here's another piece of ephemera that's an envelope, and it's clipped in with a star paper clip. Oh, it's flipped over, that's why. And then inside it I have another little journaling card from Tsunami Rose, and that just goes in there. And this is from Antique Papery, and this has been glittered up with the embossing powder as well, and it's got the cute little squirrel on the end. And then it just clips on with this star paper clip. Which way do I go? This way. And then you've got the star at the top, and there's some more of that trim. And then finally, we've got a page from the kit. This is a journaling card that I made. I actually collaged a whole bunch of stuff that I thought I was going to make tags and pockets out of, and I never did use it at all. I had enough other stuff. This is a little bookmark from the Padded Heart Company, and another card, journaling card made out of this eco-dyed paper, and I've just layered some of the snowflakes that I cut out of glitter paper. Did the edges in the embossing powder, and then stamped the back, stitched around the edge. And then finally, this is another little booklet I made. This is one of the snowflakes that I cut out of glitter. This is from my porch prints. And oh, I didn't put anything in the pockets here. Oh, I might have to, I put everything away. So I think this is going to be, whoever buys this, this is room for you to tuck a little something in there. There's 2 pockets there. Here's some paper from Color Me Page Maker, and here's another little tuck spot that you can also add. You could tuck a couple of pictures in there or something, or some receipts or whatever. And then this is a card, the pocket that I made, and I've glittered it up with stickles and Wink Stella. So that's it. That's my Pink Christmas journal, and it will be listed as the Pink Christmas in July, because it'll get listed at the beginning of at the 1st of July. So if you are interested, please check it out on my Etsy store. If you, I'm gonna trim this. If you like what you see in any of the ephemera, check out some of the Etsy stores and look at their ephemera or their digitals. And I guess that's it. So I thank you very much. Oh, there's another thread. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll be doing some more videos and hopefully getting some more videos up soon. Oh, there's my dangle. The nice thing with this dangle is you can easily remove it. You just take that out of there, and you can use it on other things if you choose. But I just thought it went really well with this journal, so I added it in. So anyway, thank you very much, and I wish you lots of luck and happiness until we meet again.